What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having an amazing day today. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about some tips on how to prevent resource guarding in your puppy/dog. Disclaimer, in this video, I'm going to be specifically talking about how to prevent the development of resource guarding, not specifically how to alleviate or even combat resource guarding in your puppy already. I might make a video on that later, but for now, again, this video is just all about preventing the development of resource guarding. So resource guarding, also known as quote-unquote possessive aggression, can be very, very scary, especially for first-time dog owners. Imagine walking past your dog or puppy while he or she is eating, and then all of a sudden he or she just lunges at you and bites your ankles, your feet, your legs. That can be very scary, especially for someone that just wants to create an intimate and loving relationship with their dog. In addition to not only resource guarding against you guys, if you have another pet, a cat, a dog, maybe even a rabbit, your dog can also resource guard against them. And your reaction towards the resource guarding can either help resolve the issue or actually make it worse. So why do dogs resource guard in the first place? Well, coming from their perspective, they have something and they instinctively don't want anyone to take it away from them, and so they protect it. They run away, they do whatever they can just to own it, to have it. And so if you chase after them or you try to get it away from them, of course they're gonna want to run away and protect themselves from losing what they have. So this is where you come in. You want to let them know and make sure that you aren't a threat to them, and also at the same time that they don't have to protect or run away from you for any reason at all. Some signs of resource guarding include growling, lunging and air snapping at you, and then of course biting. Mild signs can include freezing in place, eating very fast, hovering over their food bowl, taking an item and then moving it away from you or anyone, and then also side glaring at you. But before we get into the tips, if you guys can hit that like button, as it really means a lot to Jackson and me, as it really helps in the YouTube algorithm in spreading this video so other people can potentially see it. But let's get straight into the tips. So tip number one, make sure, and I say this in all my videos, never ever punish your dog for any reason, and that includes the signs and their actions and habits of resource guarding. By punishing them in the act of developing resource guarding, it kind of subconsciously tells them and teaches them the habit of actually resource guarding, and the more that they are afraid of you, that the more that they have fear of aggression towards you, they will continue to resource guard no matter what. So tip number one, do not punish for any reason, especially for developing habits of resource guarding. Number two, this is a very big misconception in the dog world and the dog teaching world per se, and that is to actually play with their food intermediately while they are eating. Do not do that. Do not take away their food bowl. Do not play with their food while they're eating, because that just irritates them more. And think about it, if you're a human and someone wants to play with your food while you're just trying to enjoy your food, you're gonna get irritated. You're gonna want to snap back, and maybe you're having a bad day and you want to basically eat alone. So this, by playing with their food, that action, that habit, you're actually being counterintuitive on what you really are trying to do and teach and prevent. To reiterate and to summarize in short, just let them eat in peace. Otherwise, that could low-key create the habit of resource guarding. Number three, manage the environment. And what I mean by managing the environment is actually looking around your house, your room, of things that you don't want your dog to have, or things that could be very bad for your dog to have or to choke on, for example, anything bad like that. In the past, if Jackson had a sock that I really loved, I would chase after him and try to take it away from him. And obviously, as a result of me chasing him, he'll run away, he will hide a little bit. He knows that I'm after something that he has, and in a way that creates subconsciously the habit of resource guarding. So to neutralize that whole, for lack of a better term, circumstance, to prevent it, you just want to take away the sock in general so that he won't be able to get it, or your dog won't be able to get an item that he or she is not supposed to have. If they do have something, obviously it's not the end of the world if you chase after them and eventually take it away from them, because obviously there are certain things in a household that dog is not supposed to have. But again, to reiterate, just check your house, check everywhere your dog can get into and out, and make sure that everywhere they can go, they won't be able to get something that they're not supposed to have. So tip number 4, practice trading with high value treats or toys. Basically, when your dog has a toy or maybe even chewing on something already, bring into the situation a high value treat, maybe something that's even better than what he or she has, and then give it to him and then play with the other toy. And intermittently just basically exchange what you have and what your dog has. So this subconsciously tells them that whatever you have is always better, but also at the same time that you handling whatever they already had, it is okay. There's no aggression. There's nothing to be afraid of. So keep in mind that Jackson is a little bit older now and he doesn't have resource guarding, and it is because of this practice slash habit of me exchanging goods, toys, treats with higher value things. Let me know down below if you guys have any tips slash gems on how to prevent the development of resource guarding, as I would love to read them, as I'm always in continuing learning about the dog world. As a reminder, please hit that like button, as it really means a lot to Jackson and me. And if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button too. Tell your dogs you love them. Jackson, I love you. Thank you guys for watching and have an amazing day. And guys, look how fluffy Jackson's getting. Let's go, Jackson! Yay for Jackson!